Hey, science learners, welcome. Today we're going to work on our experiment. How does temperature affect plant growth? How does temperature affect plant growth? And we're going to know we're going to be successful if we can set up our journal and table of contents. And then we're going to set up and leave our experiment cups in the designated places at two different temperatures and leave them to sit and grow for a little while till we can see a result. So we're going to start with your table of contents page. Today's date is 9/23, and the title is How Does Temperature Affect Plant Growth? We're on page 9, and you already set up our other two experiments. Why are there so many plants, and do plants need soil to grow? So this is page 9 today. Once you have that down, please flip in your science journal to that page 9. And you're going to want to pause the video here and copy down what I have in the journal. How does temperature affect plant growth is the title at the top. And then I have a chart. The chart has 4 boxes with 4 cups. There's a day 1 side and a day 10 side. And then here near the spine, it says a warm, dark place and a cold, dark place. Because our variable in this experiment isn't the darkness like it's been before, dark or light. It's going to be temperature, so warm or cold. So we're only testing one variable at a time. So pause the video, take a minute, copy my chart down, do your best to draw the cups like I did. Right, if you're back with me, we're going to add our class claim and our class evidence spot at the bottom and our wonders spot. Wonders, of course, are the questions that we might use for future experiments. So make sure you're asking me some good ones when I can see your journal, okay? And then on Schoology, you're posting those good questions when I ask you for ecosystems questions so you know what we can explore. I've already heard a lot of really good questions so far. All right. So now we've got our journal set up. We are going to set our cups up, and then we are going to document in our journal for day 1 and leave them in the spots they need to be. All right, to set up your experiment today, you're going to need 2 cups, and I've got 2 plastic cups right here. You're going to need some seeds. I have bean seeds because they sprout really easy, but you can use just about any seeds that you can get a hold of. Or, like I said, most days, if you don't have any of these materials or any way to get them, then just watch the videos with Miss Hudson, and I'll tell you and show you exactly what you need to know, okay? So you also need a wet paper towel. So I have a bucket here where I've got some water in the bottom, and I put these wet paper towels. We want them wet, but we don't want them soaking wet, you know. So I'm going to squeeze. I'm not going to squeeze the life out of it. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of my bean seeds, and I'm going to put them in the bottom of the cup. And then I'm going to use my paper towel, and I'm going to put my paper towel down over them, so you see them in the bottom like there. And I'm going to tamp the paper towel down just a little bit. Not squishing them down, but just a little bit till they're touching the paper towel. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing for the other cup. I'm going to get my paper towel, see how it's dripping? I don't want it to drip that much, so I squeeze it just a little bit so it's dripping less. Then I get my 2 bean seeds, put them in the bottom of the cup. There we go. And then I'm going to put my paper towel over them. Tamp it down just gently enough. Like so. So now I've got 2 cups set up the same way, right? So I need to document. So I'm going to pick up my handy pencil. So always use pencil in your journal. It's really hard to correct a journal written in ink. And see where it says day 1 that you wrote? I'm going to draw my 2 bean seeds at the bottom of the cup and my paper towel over them, because right now they just look like seeds. They're not sprouted or anything like that. They look like seeds, and so my paper towel underneath, and I just use my pencil to color them in because they're dark now. You can use colored pencils because remember, we're trying to be as accurate and colorful as possible in your journal as you document. So if you have colored pencils and you'd like to color them in as they are, that is awesome. All right. So now I need to, once I've got that drawn in and documented, that's how they look on day one. I'm going to take my cups and I'm going to put one in a warm, dark place. Like in my room, it's going to be a closet. At your house, it might be like a cupboard or a cabinet that people don't open a lot. Maybe a cupboard or a cabinet in the bathroom underneath the sink. Someplace you're going to remember where it is because it doesn't need to be in there forever and ever. We're going to have to come back in day 10 and go over it. The other cup, the cold cup, I'm going to put in my fridge. If you do this at home, make sure your mom knows that this is a science experiment and that she doesn't need to check in the trash. So one in the fridge, the cold weather cup, one in a warm, dark place like a cabinet in your house that doesn't get opened a whole lot. All right. So I'll leave you to put the cups where you know best, and I'll put my cups in my room where I know best. And we will come back to this experiment later on and examine it and complete our class claim and our class evidence and our wonders, okay? Thank you, science learners. Have a good day.